Good evening, everyone. Unless you're in CJ land, then I guess it's still afternoon. I am your proud and humble leader, Mike Asherbrander with the Hounds of Business, and I am rolling with the one and only Dr. Constance Leland CJ of Level Up Academy, our publicity hub queen. How are you today, Happy?
I'm good, but I need my crown to be a queen, so I'm gonna buy those soon. Gotta put it in, gotta put it in.
And that's the one who will put it on your head. Hi, Danielle. Good to see you. She's already here. She must have been clicking that like join button right at 7. It's
Hello,
awesome.
sister. We love you. I miss you.
Is that how you do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta work on it. All right. I have weird thumbs. That's what it is. Look, check it out. Matt T is here.
Bubble heart.
And I can't hear that cheesy music. Doesn't that sound really cheesy? Doesn't that sound like you done walked into a $2
Yeah,
dance club or something?
yeah. I'm like, what is that music, Mike? That is not a birthday music. Don't we have
Yeah,
somebody's birthday? Ooh,
maybe.
maybe.
Yep, if I don't forget. Yeah. So who else do we have? Oh wow, look. Look,
Royce, what's up? Royce is here. Susanna is here. Amazing sisters and brothers are here, Mike.
Susanna. Susanna, you can feel free to chat and tell us who else you love, you know.
Just me.
In
Just
the
me.
hmm? Yeah, I like teasing her. Now that you're here, she won't leave, so I can tease her. See, I know.
Oh my
Look,
God.
look, look, look. This is what I get. Hey, hay's for horses, but we love you, Susanna. I can't wait to write in this daggum anthology. Oh my gosh. Real quick, or do you want? Yeah, people people don't watch the first 2 minutes anyway. Let's see. They're here. Look at
Mm,
that.
Jackie's
Let's give
here.
a shout out. I got to give a special shout out to Royce. He's like Matt T and Tommy. There's a handful of these guys that are always there, man. Diane, thank you all, man. It means a lot to us. So that's why you get hooked up with stuff. That's why that's why when I got something special, I'm like here because this is reciprocity. I love it. Appreciate you guys. Who else? Yep, Matt T and Jackie
Jackie.
Olmstead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Well, we're going to get the intro rolling. We're going to bring up our amazing guests, folks that me and CJ have been working with, and other communities, other leaders. That's how we're going to have exponential impact. Not just us finding birds of a feather out there and strategically aligning and doing things that we do. And it has been so much fun. I don't want to spoil it, but CJ has been having a blast too. And boy, it's been off the hook. So we're just gonna get the party started, bring these folks up, and have a blast. And people in the comments, listen, this is your show too. Hey, have fun, man. We worked hard this week. It's hump day, and we're gonna have some good time. So network with each other. Feel free to connect. Don't pitch slap with a P. We don't like that. But hey, ask questions, have fun. Make faces, move around the ring. That's what we're gonna do. All right. So don't be shy out there. And if you're not in the hounds of business, what are you waiting for? All right. Life's hard enough. All right. Get around heart centered, high level professionals. Stop doing this alone. We get things done, but we have fun doing it, guys. All righty. Let me find the intro. Yay. Look.
Are you looking to grow your network and your net worth with other high level, heart centered professionals? Then grab a seat and your favorite beverage and join Mike Asherbranner, the Redneck Connector. It's time for the Hounds of Business Community Happy Hour.
All right. Wow. Lady Drew, you done took up the whole screen, my friend. You are here. Everybody say hi, Lady Drew. And thank you. And then let's see. Tommy, I said his name like 3 times, like Beetlejuice. The man pops up. Man, good to see you. Tommy he's like a little star now. We put him in this Shameless Plug newsletter spotlight. The next thing I know, he's on all kind of shows, man. Good for you. You're a real guy, man. I like you. So proud, happy to have you in the pack, brother. All right. So CJ, take it away. Uh, what do you want to do? You want to bring folks up? You want
First thing I wanted to set up the conversation because we love to engage everyone in the community. Whether you're a Hounds or thinking about being in the Hounds or just really an amazing supporter, right? Level Up Academy and the Hounds are like brothers and sisters. We unite, we do crazy things. But at the end of the day, we have a disrupting traditional models, right? We're both visionaries that come together to challenge outdated business models like you and me over here. No, we don't do that. We embrace new technologies, ideas, and disrupt industries really and create innovative solutions because today's world of business is not anymore in the manufacturing industry. Okay, we're no longer there. We're revolutionized beyond that. Now creating collaborative ecosystems is what we're doing, and that's what we're actually talking about today with Visionaries, myself, Stack, you, right? And we're putting all of our diverse talents, perspectives, and really industries converging into one so we can enable cross pollination of ideas, partnerships to drive what? Revolutionary change. That's what we're doing right now. Then what do? We what? Adopt and forward thinking leadership. By uniting our vision as leaders in our own domain, we transform leadership and guiding organizations, people, individuals, other communities so that we can go towards the long term success and sustainable growth for all of our business. So before we move forward, let's bring both of them at the same time, bro.
Here we go. Oh, and by
Ooh,
the way, I have to give a shout out because or it's about to get busy, but I want to give a special shout out to Kelly's here, Shelly Cohen. Uh, I'm glad she enters the rooms before I do, or it looks like I was like LinkedIn stalking her. So thank you, Shelly, for always letting me go first. And yeah, it's not a good look. And then who we got? Hector. So very good to see you guys. Hey, feel free to chat. Hounds, let them know you're hounds. So make them feel welcome as you do. And Mr. Tyrell, Stackpack. That's what he is known as. Stackpack. I will let him introduce himself. And then his CJ over there, that is Eman, all the way from Cairo, Egypt. So welcome you all. How are you today?
doing good, Mike. You know what I'm saying? We doing real good. Thank you for having us on here, you and CJ. It's always a blessing to come. Like you got to have gratitude for where you're at, so you can get to where you need to go. So I appreciate you, brother, for having us on. The show. Let's go.
My pleasure. And real quick, before CJ takes over, makes this thing, bumping. It's ping pong. It's reciprocity, man. I can always tell a super pro when I do something nice, they hit the ball back. They do something else, right? I do something for them, they hit it back harder. And then before you know it, you got Olympic style, Olympic game, right? You're just going. That's so. If you're saying, well, I don't know how to connect with people, go do something valuable. go be, go do something meaningful. Be quiet. Let them see it. And now we're back. I can't even keep up, man. What it took us 3 weeks, and we already got so many people. It's hard to tell who started with who anymore. Ain't that
Right.
something? That's
Yeah.
how it's supposed to be.
Facts, bro. That's how it's supposed to be.
All right. And Eamon, all right, it is what time is it over there? 4 a.m.
You don't want to know, believe me. No, it's 2 a.m. Still, it's still early. He
2
was
a.m.
yeah. He was saying yesterday. He was telling me, "Young lady, go sleep. It's too late." Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Well,
this is even
and that's
here.
what I mean. That's
Yeah,
winning. That's winning. 2 a.m., 6 a.m. Who cares? We got things to get done, and we're going to do what it takes. I'm not saying don't ever take a nap. I'm saying there's sometimes to grind and sometimes to rest. So thank you for being here. It means a lot to us. CJ,
it's
save us.
discipline. It's discipline, Mike. It's the committing. You are committed to the vision, the big vision, the alignment that we have created together. You will be committed, me committed, CJ committed, and Stack we are on the same level of commitment and discipline going in this together, so we can help as best as much as we can, and build as best as we can, of course.
I just know how long have I known Tyrell and Eamon? Like 2 weeks? Not even. Is it been two
Two
weeks? Like
weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
It
I
feels
Uh,
think it's
like family. It
more.
feels like forever.
I
Yeah,
know, right? You know why? This is why I when Mike said, "Oh, Eamon from Cairo, Egypt," and my freaking Filipino karaoke side came on like, I'm an Egyptian. Like I went crazy on my head. I was like, okay, stop for a minute. But literally, this is what I love about you guys' group and our group together. It's not this is my side and your side. It's more of like we're literally fostering a global impact, right? You're all visionaries. We all are. But what's the difference between a visionary leader and a manager is the action part, right? Some people are really good at having a vision, but really bad at making action. That's why they employ people who are actionable. That's why they have directors and they have their managers, right? It's often not seen that a visionary can be a leader. Is it possible? Of course. But more often, visionaries are out there in the clouds, right? Like singing, I'm an Egyptian. And then they're like, whoa, whoa, come down to the clouds and make action. And this is action right here because we're driving a culture of innovation. How are we innovating? We're literally like pollinating, cross pollinating information. I mean, like for example, that I was looking at the engagement that Eman was posting from Susanna, posting from me from the Dynamic Village. And then from there, because I was thinking about like instead of most people think of me, instead of we, Eman basically said, hey, me is on the ground. There's no limit. I mean, there's limits there, but if you flip it to a we, there's sky's the limit, right? And then Susanna's like, I really like that, sister. I'm like, yeah, post it. And then Eamon's like posting it. And then I'm in my show. I'm like, yeah, I'm so over you and you because Tyrell said, if you're not 100 for me, goodbye. Right? Like, that's
Mhm.
literally. And then I was talking to Mike. I'm like, Mike, what are we doing? We got to stop people pleasing. If they're not for you at 100%, if they him and ha, even Oprah was saying that too. If your friend is basically hiding, supporting you like privately, but publicly they're quiet, they're not for you.
At
They're
all.
not for you, right?
At all. At all.
So that's just craziness. So I want to ask a question, actually, for Mike. I know he's the host, but I'm going to ask him anyway. What inspired your journey as a visionary, and how do you see your role in revolutionizing the business landscape through connecting? Unmute, Mike.
I thought you said Tyrell. I'm
No,
over here playing in the
you.
comments.
I'm
Nah,
gonna
we
start
said
you.
Mike. We got
Yeah.
on you, Mike. Yeah.
What kind of
Uh-uh.
wingman are you?
Mm,
Listen, oh my goodness.
come
Can
on,
you
Mike.
repeat the question, CJ?
He
Come
don't
on
even
now.
know.
ADHD Caitlin. Okay,
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Anyone
listen.
can do
Kids,
it.
look.
We
Go
already
ahead.
know that you actually grew. I've seen it in the last 2 years, right? So we don't need to rehash that because most of our hounds
Mhm.
people do. But I would say in the last 6 months, Mike, what inspired your journey as a visionary? And how do you see your role right now as a great connector, right? Revolutionizing the business landscape in terms of connecting business people.
Y- You know, if you want the full version, go to the go to the group call. That's the fun version. It's entertaining as well as educational. But to answer your question, really, and I guess in the last 10 months, to be more accurate, I had a realization. There's an awareness, like you just one day you kind of got a fork in the road, and you're either going to bury your head in the sand some more, right, and just make excuses in whatever you're dealing with, or you just say, I'm sick and tired. I'm enough's enough." So it kind of came down to me saying, I realized that my business, the community, and all the good things we're doing, it will only grow to the level I'm willing to grow, right? So it was that personal responsibility. It doesn't mean that things were right or just or whatever. What it means is I'm responsible. There's nobody going to come save me, right? I have to fix me. So that's what I went on. I went on a massive self discovery, self growth, and self healing journey, and I tried everything because we think we have a business problem or a marketing problem, and we do. But more importantly, we have an internal problem, a confidence, self worth, a self value problem. And throughout my journey of building the hounds for heart centered, high level professionals, the funniest thing happened. I realized I wasn't alone, right? I'm not the only one that feels like a fish out of water. I'm not the only one that wants to connect with people before we start talking business, right? I'm not the only person that puts people's best interests first. So the Hounds was born because I got sick and tired of seeing nonsense and hardcore sales and all that stuff. But it's evolved today because it doesn't matter if you're just starting off or if you're working on your next 5 million. We got them all, and it's the heart. So you're ambitious. You want to see people, um, and you want to see them do better. So how it changes the landscape? Well, you see what's happening. Community is no longer an option. If you're not plugged into a formula on LinkedIn and a community, you're way behind the eight ball. And I'm sorry, I'm not saying you can't do business on other platforms and Facebook, but look what's happening. It's getting a little crowded, a little saturated, rate of returns diminishing. And so people, here's the last thing: people crave belonging now more than ever. They can't figure out what's a deep fake. They can't figure out what's a bot, what's not a bot. The more robots talk to robots, the more people want to know who the hell is behind this robot and can I trust them? And that's what we bring to the table. We're vetted. We put the integrity into tools that have been misaligned and misused. And we're not perfect people, but it's our intention that makes us so attractive to the high level, high value men and women out there trying to do business. That makes sense? Yeah. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you agree, disagree? What's your experience with this? Do you feel like you belong? Or do you feel like you just robots are just pitching you all the time? Right? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I can see that. My girlfriend actually was, I was trying to tell her, I have a friend, she's a bit older than me. She has about 40,000 employees right now. She lives in Hong Kong. And she's like, CJ, can I tell you straight up and don't get offended? I'm like, I don't get offended. Tell me, you get me in trouble all the time. She goes, stop trying to convince losers that you're a winner because they don't know how that feels.
Yep, that's a fact. CJ, I can't. You can't convince nobody. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
like, oh, friend, you think I'm a winner? Woohoo. Like, that's what I was trying to tell her. And this was at 3 a.m. I was trying to grade something. But you're right, Mike. It's not necessary for people to like say, oh, I'm in this community, I'm in that community, I'm in this community. I think you should focus on one community and see if you really truly belong there. I think the problem with people is they're in so many communities, but they don't try to even try to get to know people in that community. They just want to get information, they want to get freebies, they want to get clout, they want to get all of these
True.
mentions, but they
True.
don't want to do the work to get to know you. And then at the end, when
Yeah.
they're not successful, they're like, oh, that community sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks
They
so bad.
always try to blame. They always try to blame you, Dr. CJ, when they didn't put in no work. I've seen that a lot of different times. People will blame the people around them because they didn't put in no work. How many people put something in the chat if you guys seen that? Something like when people blame other people around you guys and they haven't done anything. Oh, it's my environment. Okay, change your environment. Get around better people. Do something better. But a lot of people are comfortable with their routine or their situation, Dr. CJ. So that's what I see a lot of times. They're comfortable with what they know. They don't want to be uncomfortable. I like being uncomfortable. So
Me
step
too.
outside the box all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I like pressure. I like pressure. But here's my question to you, Tyrell. It's a different question. Are you ready? All
Yeah, let's go.
right.
Always.
Okay. So, in your opinion, what are the biggest challenges facing traditional business today? Because I know you have a lot of businesses, right? And how can you, as a visionary leader, overcome them?
I feel like the biggest challenge with some of the businesses I see, not particularly me, but I see businesses coming with communication. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to use social media. So that's where I come into play, where I help a lot of people. Is help understanding that social media is a tool that you can use to accelerate yourself. A lot of people aren't using all the tools that are at their fingertips. I've been using social media since I was a little, like felt like a little baby, right? Forever using it and then being able to see the trends and what's in and what's out. But I feel like communication is a big factor. A lot of people are losing the human touch. They're losing the human touch. You're not supposed to, let AI take over. You're supposed to use it as an assistant, and that's what a lot of people are not doing right now. They're not letting them. They're not using it as a virtual assistant, and they're letting it take over, and it's feeling real robotic. So I feel like the human touch and the communication, step that up all the way, because it's real important now that we have more digital communication and digital age out right now. Tap into that communication.
I love it. Mike, you have a point. You were like,
I did, and then it
You know
just
when
went
Mike has
to
a point, he's like, "Doggone it, I got a point, doggone it."
he already knows, man. It'll take a month. Yeah, but you're right. It's I'm not even keep going. This is a good conversation. I don't mind being
Mike,
quiet,
it's
but
just changing your environment, bro. Getting around better people like you guys, like you, Dr. CJ, the community. What we're doing, I just got to be around people that are on the same page at the end of the day. If you don't know how to communicate, then we can't work. Let's talk about that.
Real quick, this is what I like about Stack and Eman and CJ, obviously. So instead of getting up every day to think about what I want, how do I get what I want? There's nothing wrong with that. But I get up every day and figure out how to help these rock stars and the people in the house get what they want. And it's like they can't help it. It's just who they are. I'm not manipulating. I'm not expecting. I just know that if I do something nice for CJ, she's gonna do it back. That's just how she is, and that's who we are. That's why we're aligned. That's why we share values, and that's why our business is fun. So that's what's happening. Like I woke up on Sunday. This is how it all got started, y'all. I woke up on Sunday and I saw Zion, Mr. Positivity, right? And I always liked Zion, man. I'm a patient guy. I'm sitting there going, one day I'm going to work with Zion, right? And I see him in there. He had a guy with Tech BLK, and I saw what was happening. I said, oh my goodness, my man Stack here is with Forbes.
Yeah.
So I brought him in there, and and Mr. Positivity, right? His even smile even got bigger, right? I didn't know that was possible. And then you can see his smile over the audio room. So all this happens, and again, I could have been like, hey, me, do this, I got this. But I said, hey, I got somebody can roll with you. And then guess who wants to talk? Yeah, Mr. Zion. Be
Yeah.
the value, man. Do something nice. And if somebody doesn't reciprocate, maybe they're busy, maybe they didn't see it, do it next week.
Yeah.
But eventually stop doing it and then hone in on the people who are reciprocating. That's why we're here today. And anybody can do that. It's just a matter of timing and hard attitude. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I feel like the more good you do out there, the more good that comes back. It don't always have to be about you, especially if you know who you are in the universe. I feel like a lot of people are lost, right? That's why they always seeking validation. But if you know who you are and you know the value you bring, it's not gonna feel like anything abnormal to put somebody else in a position to win. It's not gonna feel out of your character. Be like, you know what? Let me put Stack in the room, or let me put Leland or Eman in the room, or position to win. I feel like more leaders got to set other people up to win. And that's what I do all the time. I set people up to win. And that's why I really resonate with Mike and Leland, because we can set people up to win. Eamon been with me for 4 to 5 years, man, watching me set people up to win. It's all about that. It's about helping humanity, setting people up to win. So I love what you said, man. Setting up to win. And it's okay to, pass an alley oop. I could still be Kobe in the game and you could be Shaq. It's okay. I could still do an alley oop and we could still get to the end goal at the end of the day, right? It's winning the game. It's winning the game. I can
Be-
still be. It doesn't matter.
Because we both know how to be a student and a teacher. Like I don't have to be leading all the time. I wish the heck CJ talked more right now, but it's okay. She don't have to. Because when she does, I don't listen anyway. So, but that's what I mean. An assist is just as good. We're trying to win the game, not just be the rock star. I'm not trying to just get points. I'm trying to win the tournament, and I can't do that alone. What do you think?
I agree. I actually have a question for Eamon, but before I do that, I was looking at Instagram. I forgot what her name is, Maniva something. And I love people with energy, right? I actually give a lot of energy, and I like that people gives me energy. I like people who have energy and passion and soul and whatever else that they got, right? I like those juju. And she said a ship is designed to take you places. A ship, right? So if your friendship, your courtship, your relationship, your
Right.
partnership doesn't take you anywhere, it's time for abandon ship,
Yeah, definitely,
right?
definitely, man.
But we
Yeah.
are people pleasers. I told Mike, I'm like, you and I are people pleasers. We need to stop. We need to stop because we always try to handle people with kindness and compassion always. But sometimes that's not enough because they're not ready for us. It's not that they're bad people; they're just not ready for us. So abandon ship is definitely going to happen, right? That we unplug. Now, Eamon, I know you're so good at comparative analysis. I've listened to you. I love and value your opinion and thoughts. So, this is my question for you. What key innovations or trends do you believe will have the most transformative impact on any industries, really, in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, that's a great point, CJ. Actually, I believe that we have uh, intelligence, three kinds of intelligence that is really important, and we're focusing, especially in organizations and in different industries. we are focusing currently on the AI, where the most important part is the EI, which is the emotional intelligence, and comes after the emotional intelligence of the leaders. By the way, leaders has to be they have to be emotionally intelligent to lead with model, to lead with love, because at the end of the day we're human beings, so we need that. We need, that's the top priority. I remember when you was speaking about the the hierarchy of the needs, the Myers. So it's the fact that we all need to the communication, and here comes the OI, the operation intelligence, because you said something profound at the beginning of this show, which is there are visionaries and there are executors, and the strong leader, uh, and those with human high human skill, human communication skills, which requires the four C's. The communication should be concise, clear, correct, and of course um, clean. Like clean in the meaning of not personal, integrity. So the OI, or the organization intelligence, comes when the leader knows who fits in which place, and it's not about the positions, it's not about how you show your skills, it's about how you want to help and how you offer this help. Like you said, now you can never give someone a dessert and force them to eat it, which is it's a dessert. Imagine if you went to a restaurant and the waiter there uh, come and said, you know what? No, you're fat. You're not eating that. You you will only eat a grilled chicken and a soda. No, no, you're not allowed to take to eat a cheesecake. That's not right for you. So and you want it, and that's what we do when we don't know really the the impact that we our knowledge. CJ, there's something important that I believe a lot of people uh, not ignore it, but it's not ignoring intentionally. It's just the fact that you know much, you know better, so you know better, and you are the subject matter. You have the authority. But think about it. If you just take a moment and think about, is this what they want? I know that this is right. Okay, I know that this works. And I told you this, Mike, yesterday. I told you if they are not, if they don't believe in you, nothing will work. Not because the strategy is not working. No, it's because they will be poor in the execution. That's another thing. Think about it as placebo effect. If you don't have the belief, the faith in the something that you do, and that's why we need vision. That's why we need alignment. That's why you need teamwork, because you know what? You don't see what's behind you, but I can see it. And if there is something coming from behind you, and it will hurt you, well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna take care of you because you don't see it. You're gonna do the same thing. Stack will do the same thing. So this is what's really more innovating, more innovative, and more revolutioning the all industries. It's the human being effect that has been really discarded for decades. Like you guys were speaking about that we are yearning for human connections. Uh, Last year, in December 2023. there was a case study on, I think I told you this, Stack, on TikTok, and it was the top of the trend of how you can make video with AI without you showing your face,
Yep,
and so on
I
and so
remember that.
forth, you know.
Yep,
And it was the trend. But guess
mhm,
what?
yep,
The people prefer those videos which in with the human interaction, those in which uh, people are dancing or sitting beside each other. There are real people. Okay, people go to that content way better than going to the AI tools, or it's a trend, and it goes away. But at the end of the day, we need that human touch, and that's why I don't believe, actually, I'm someone, and I think I'm a rare person in my industry. I don't believe in the B2C or B2B, or that's not real, guys. We are human beings. It's only edge to edge. If you think about service, if you think about how would you serve, you're serving a human being. You're not serving the name of the brand. You're buying from human being. You're selling for human being. It's just that simple, and that sincere. You got to be sincere, more than serious. Sometimes you need some fun.
So, Eamon, does that mean you're buying what I'm selling in terms of love and belonging?
I believe so.
Okay. I want to
Yeah,
make sure. I was like, we're definitely. I like that you mentioned Maslow's hierarchy, because a lot of people says, yeah, it doesn't go in order. Technically it doesn't, but it does. Physiological needs is the basic needs we all need, period, right? Because that is the foundation of human being. That means breathing, food, water, shelter, clothing, sleep. Those are physiological needs. We need to literally fulfill that before we level up to safety and security. That means you have good health, you have employment, you
mm,
have property, maybe family and social ability. And then the third one is where we're at right now, which is love
but
and belonging. We have
but
friendship, feels
there is,
family, right? And
yeah.
we have a sense of connection. But the next one to that, if we are good at collaborating, is that self-esteem. We're confident that we're not going to backstab each other. Our achievement is together through collaboration while respecting each other's mad skills and the need to be a unique individual, even though we're collaborating. Honestly, we're going to hit self actualization, which is creativity, right? That's where Tyrell and Mike and yeah, I and you are already there. We're experiencing that purpose, that meaning, that inner potential. So, Mike, I'm going to ask you this question. How important is collaboration and cross industry partnerships in driving business innovation?
Well, it's important if you wanna win faster, right? I mean, so for me, it's like I took 3 people. One, in oncology, I see another one in music, and another one already doing a lot of speaking engagements, right? And I just got to know them, talked to them, and I said, "I know how to blow all 3 of these people up in 6 weeks." Because it's cross promotion, which is very different than collaboration, right? Cross promotion means CJ did it, and now I share it, and it's open to my network, right? And then Stack shares it, and then now we're both open to her network, and we are the masters of that. And I mean, I just and like I'm the guy at the symphony with the stick, right? Nobody came to see my butt do this. Nobody paid $1,000. But without somebody making this coordinated effort for this compound effect, it's not worth $1,000, right? So the blind can't lead the blind unless somebody plays the dog, right? So I think that's what's fun is that pretty much all of us, we just built from the ground up. And so we see value in other things. Like Stacks, I ain't gonna put words in his mouth, but I pretty much think he agree with this. So I called up some people and just had a great chat with them. Not about business, just about life, values, background. And before we hung up, I said, "Hey, we got to find a way to work together." Right? Like I like you too much. Like we got to find a way. So we did. We dug around for 3 phone calls and we're like, we got to find this. And you will. If you're looking for it, dadgummit, you will. So for me, it's the who before the what. And I could really care less about what industry because if you have the right mindset, skill set, and people, you could dominate any industry and you could do it together way better and faster than you can. But it has to be the right people. or the
Yeah.
whole thing will go into the other realm of, oh crap, I wish I didn't do that. So that's where, like Eamon was saying, I do believe that soft skills are now more important than any other thing, because I told my daughter, I said, look, nobody knows how to have a conversation. Look how masterful you are just to be able to tell a story and listen. It's a rare skill nowadays, right? So I think it's an open mind, find the who, and then find a way to get it done. We do it all the time in the pack.
I love that, Mike, because it's about, who. It's like if you got the wrong people, a whole operation will go down the drain. And I've seen
No matter
this a
how
lot.
good.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
matter what's going on, if they got the wrong mindset and the wrong intent, because I set my intention out there real high. I think about what I really want, that burning desire, right? Do I really want these people around? Is this person really a good person? A lot of people don't tap into the spiritual side, bro. Let me
No.
just keep it real with you. I lean in to see if this is a right fit for me. A lot of people are doing it because maybe it's a quick money grab, or maybe it's a quick opportunity to get some clout, right? Quick opportunity to do something real
Yep.
quick, but it's not all money is good money. That's why I tell people, watch out what you're doing, watch the investments, watch the people you surround yourself with, because people attach themselves to you, and then your whole business will go like this because you attach
Oh yeah.
yourself with individuals that didn't have the good intentions or didn't have the right mind. So I even seen this a lot of different times. I got around certain people, and then once I broke away, my business got bigger. Now we're doing big things, like you already know what I'm doing, Mike. I'm like a pirate right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like a pirate with all I need is a ship and an eye
Yeah.
patch at this point. You know what I'm saying? With the
I
gold.
have
You
your
know what
bird.
I
I have a scarlet
He
and a
keems
pearl.
bringing up gold, and I'm like, man, you got to wear a hat with a skull and crossbones. And you keep saying,
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it next. Don't worry. I'm gonna get me a skull, crossbow. Yeah, we're gonna
I
merch
got
that. We're
wait,
gonna do some.
wait. I already have a skull. I have a dragon skull and I have a scarlet
Oh,
macaw.
hey.
So just come on over, pick it up, and
Yeah,
then
we're
we
gonna pick it
go.
up.
Okay, so first of all, Mike, should we do the deed? Because like I have to go and teach a class.
yeah, you just cancel class. Nobody's
Yeah,
gonna know.
right. I have like 30,
Yeah.
40 veterans in that class.
They have a Hey, send me. I'll teach. You substitute. I'll do
Right.
it. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead. You lead us. All right, Susanna, I want to hear you all the way in Kentucky.
Okay, and
Are
I
you
know
ready?
what it's like to like Stackpack. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so we have a 21-year-old on the 17th. On this panel, he's forever 21, and we gotta go sing. Eamon, do you sing? Because if
Yeah,
you
of
don't,
course.
you
Even
sing
sing like
today.
Wait,
And
wait,
today we're gonna be
wait.
singing for me and for Stack together. Like
That's right.
my birthday
E-
because
is
her birthday
next
is coming too.
Sunday.
Eamon's birthday is coming
yeah,
too.
Eamon.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
21.
21 too? Man, we got a lot of 21. We got to go to Vegas for this.
Yeah, we gotta
Okay,
go to
Mike.
Vegas.
No, my birthday is 21. It's not
21 all over
of
again.
course I'm
21.
21 too.
My
Yeah.
nose is 21. Let's sing. Let's
Oh
do it.
my gosh. Okay,
All
do
right.
you have music, bro? What's happening? What's happening?
So what we doing? Talk to us.
What are
What
we
you say?
doing? Mike is the maestro. I don't have
Yeah, what we
buttons.
doing, Mike? What you talking about? I'm just thinking about my pirate ship. What I want to do when I get my pirate
Ah,
ship.
oh, I should
I'm
find
gonna have
my
to. I'm gonna
word.
have to Amazon. And
Word.
all right, go ahead, CJ. You lead us.
Okay, ready?
It's
In five, four, three, two, one. Happy
happy
birthday
birthday.
to
Sing it
you.
normal.
Happy
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 birthday
birthday.
to
Never mind.
you. Sing it normal. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday to
Tyrell
you,
and
Happy birthday
Eman.
to
To
you.
you and many more. Look
I
at him. He's
appreciate
all
you guys.
moving and shit. What is
You know,
happening here?
you know what it is, Leland, too. You guys show me mad love, more than love, like a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So that's good, because it be the people that the universe sends you guys that are strangers to you, that'll show you the most love. So it's always been like that for me. Like I'll meet people, that don't know me from a hole in the wall, right, Mike? And then when we get
Yep.
together, the energies are similar. That's why I tell you guys, tap into the seventh round. Like
Yeah,
everybody mind is
I
there.
don't need to know you. I
Listen,
just need to know your energy. If
Yeah.
because I know if you're good people, or when people come in, like Mike introduced me to a lot of people to the point where I told him, bro, no, I'm not talking to that person. He's like, why? I'm like, no, because I just feel that even just in their pictures, like,
Yeah.
no. I just
Yeah.
feel it. And he's like, oh, Tyrell and Eman. I'm like, ooh, how exciting.
I
And I didn't
appreciate
know
you.
anything about you. It's just the way he describes your personality,
Right.
and it's like, oh, he has a CJ too. I'm like, ooh, sign me up for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
now he was speaking about you, and I was just like, before I know you, I want to see that. I want to see that girl now.
Yeah, I was excited. So I was like, ooh, okay, we're all
Yeah.
storytellers over here.
Yeah, Mike already told me, like, when I first came into Dr. Leland's room, like the audio room, I already knew she wasn't nothing to play with, Mike. I already know. When you go up in there, you'll see the energy of how she runs the room, and it's always great. So make sure you guys tap in with Level Up
You
and
mean
Dr.
my cookie?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't leave yet. You got 5 minutes. Hey, look, we got J. Scott Heathman, the Colonel. Check this out. Oh, and I did not tell him to show up. All right, so this guy is amazing, man. If people follow him without rank, they do it now. So you guys got to put this on your calendar. Shameless plug here. October 28th. These guys are. This is not a cheap ass infomercial, guys. This is them giving out great value, like they did on the audio room. These are three high level heart center professionals giving out their time on the 28th at 12 p.m. Eastern to give you things that your company and your departments can really benefit from. So do not miss this opportunity. That's how we roll in the Hounds. Thank you, J. Scott Heathman, Debbie Radish, and Mandolin. She don't like Dr. Mo. That's too formal. So these guys are rock stars. They killed it on the audio, and we want to make sure you guys connected with them. They are fantastic people. Love having you guys in the pack. All right.
Yeah, I love when they came too, Mike, from their audio room. It was badass. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah, and you were there. See, that's what I mean. I said, "Hey, Stack," and he dropped what he's a busy guy, and I gave him like what 6 seconds warning or something, and he
6 seconds warning you gave me, and I still came, bro. Still came.
That's love right
and
there.
real quick,
That's love.
we gonna have yeah, and this lady here, man. Look, this is why I'm not working at a restaurant right now. So this is somebody who saw me almost a year and a half ago and said, "Wow, that guy's on the right track, wrong train." And I'll
Mhm.
tell you what, if you guys want to see my old brand, I can pull it up while before CJ leaves. Y'all gonna laugh. I've been telling you I was gonna show you this. No, no, no. Again, you don't know what you don't know. I didn't even know the right question to ask. Thank goodness there's people in life who made it and continue to help and do better. And they reach back and help someone they see potential in. That's why you guys are up here. That's why the Hounds does what it does today. And Christine Bell's got her own dadgum community to teach everyone who need entrepreneurs and scale ups need strategy. And it's expensive. And if you're a big corporation, you can get it. So she's helped me. She's been a great friend, a great leader, always solid, always loyal. And guess what? I can't wait to send people to her community. Like, there, you can compete with some people, but man, when you find the right people, collaborate, hands down. All right. So thank you all. Thank the world of you all. Last word, CJ, because you got to go.
DJ, you gotta
Got cancel
go.
class.
Okay.
I know. I know. Matt is so funny. What did he say? Something about CGA got her some sass. Yeah, I don't like pitch slapping. So if you're in my audio rooms and you pitch slap, I will correct you right there and then, lovingly, lovingly. I
Yeah,
do that lovingly. I
love
love
it.
you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm not gonna be able to stay for answers, but this is my question to Tyrell, Eman, and of course Mike. Is, what has been your biggest lesson in leading these revolutionary change within your own business? Because as business owners, as entrepreneurs, gigapreneurs, solopreneur, you pivot and change, right? But what is your biggest lesson ever? For me, before I go, I'm going to tell you my biggest lesson ever is not to people please and not to hesitate to let go people, even if they are your best friend. The moment the him and ha, the moment they question your leveling up, they're not there for you anymore. They're gone. So why hold on to them? Ask yourself, why are you holding on? It's not you're holding on for them, you're holding on for yourself with more pain and suffering. So let it go. And then you just have to sing like, let it go, let it
I,
go.
I
Can't
love
hold
that.
it
Yeah,
anymore. Right?
yeah.
Bye. That's all I'm just gonna say, right? But
Nah,
love you guys. Please answer it. Mike, Tyrell, and
Mhm.
Eman. I will watch the replay because I do have to go. Love you guys.
all right. So
On
look,
my hat. Give my
I'm
hat.
gonna set it off, Mike.
Heck no. Bye.
I'm gonna set it off, Mike. You know what it is.
Nice.
Shout outs to Dr. CJ and give her all the love. She got to go teach a class. But what I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day, right? If you change your environment, you'll change the people you surround yourself with. I'm gonna go right back to it, Mike. the biggest lesson I wish I would have did was keeping better frequency and better energy around me at all times. Because people came around with their own intentions when I was running. Because I run multiple communities. Eman could tell you, I'm all over online. I run a lot of different communities, but people are coming in the community with their own intention, and sometimes it's not always good. The intentions are not always good. So what I wish I would have known was, the intentions of others were a little bit better coming in the community. And Eman knows that. She knows how far we came on the journey. But I wish I would have known that there were the intentions of people before they got around. And we were like, hey, welcome to because people have their own hidden agendas nowadays. And I love to,
Yeah.
I love to be transparent with people. So if the more transparent you are, the more business we're going to get done, and the more better the friendship's going to be. I feel like a lot of people are not a real, are not 100. When I talk to Mike, it's always 100. As you can see, we're two different people. He's a redneck out in the country. He's a redneck connector, and I come from Boston, East Coast, urban area. You know what I'm saying? So it's two different people. It's not about where your background and where you come from. Guess what it's about? It's about the soul. It's about the energy. The energy aligns with us, right? I come from the hip hop industry. Mike comes from Kentucky. It's like it feels like brothers though. So it's
Yep.
never about that. It's about the energy, and it's about knowing people's intentions, because you can meet people from all walks of life that you never met before, and you guys can feel like you guys are just best friends and doing amazing things together. So I just want to shout you out that, Mike, because you can relate to a brother that's in the urban industry, bro, in the music industry, that got a record deal, that got a, you know what I mean, that I came up
Yep.
like in a different way. So shout out to you, bro, for doing that. You know what I'm
No, I appreciate that, and it goes to show you. And I made the comment. I'm not knocking anybody. I truly look for character and people. I look at hearts, and that's what you guys do. So I don't look to like DEI requirements and stuff. And if you look at the Hounds, it's one of the most diverse things you ever seen, because we didn't look at it. I just said, hey, that's a good person. You just happen to be from the Philippines. Like I didn't plan that stuff,
saying?
And that's what I mean. It's so much fun because you're right, Stack. Dogs bark, cats meow, and people. We can't control people's intentions and people. I mean, we all wacky, man. We're all people, right? But I love how you have an inclusive, no nonsense style. If people come in and they're part of the culture and they're willing to be a part of the village and chip in, they're good. There's no problem. Same here. But if they ever want to go and try to change the locks on you, and then you're a no nonsense dude,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got to go.
yeah.
And if you talk to and I want Eamon to chime in, if you talk to the right people, very successful people in any arena, they'll tell you, hey, if this don't advance the mission, it's got to go. If it doesn't lift people up, it's got to go. And that doesn't make us tough or tyrants. That makes us responsible. How irresponsible would we be to let in foxes in the hen house or things that might not fit the need? That's irresponsible. You have a duty as a leader and someone that people put their trust in to do the hard stuff and to
Exactly.
be responsible. And here's why, because it's life changing. It's life. I just saw a lady and her daughter have the most biggest breakthrough I've ever seen, and it dawned on me. I said, "That's why I do what I do." Right there, you could bring on 1,000
Mhm.
challenges, and I will tackle them all if I can just
Mhm.
have one more success story like this. Right,
Exactly.
Eamon, what is your biggest lesson in all the things you've done and accomplished with Stack and by yourself? What do you learn?
First of all, I'm really appreciated that for the question because Stack was saying right now that we're completely different people, and embracing the differences as much as we embrace and recognize how similar we are. Like we have similarities way more than we have differences. But thinking about the differences, it's going to be always from the perspective of how my strengths can strengthen your strengths, right? How can I serve you to kind of reflect your strengths? I don't want a weak partner, I don't want a weak someone who, but at the same time, I cherish your weaknesses and I'm covering them, and that's why you need someone different. Like you don't always need people who are yes, yes, yes people, right? I'm stacked. Always do that, and I think Mike. He calls me like, sis, listen, that and that happened. What do you think? And I be seeing the thing happened from before, but like I trust him. I trust his vision. I trust his evaluation for people, and I sit around and wait until is he's open to say it, or he might have a different perspective that I don't have. So respecting the differences as much as how you navigate this, the uniqueness of each of us. The human beings are unique. Every business is different. Every business is a complete whole different use case study alone on itself. But I've learned this from the business development is not a one size fits all. Like it's not fitting. You have to work on the business layer by layer. Like literally, look at this. You can't just move one finger alone or just leave it, take it out from your hand. It's the whole thing, and you got. And if there is something that you want to fix, you want to fix it all. So the fact that you need to respect and respect the culture, respect the people and their back uh, back the scene live. You don't hurt people. Hurt people. You know they're not always bad people, but
Exactly.
there are. And Mike has said something amazing in the first beginning. I might be having a problem in my marketing, but you know what? It's if you don't know how to market, because I believe that we are the brand. As much as you create branding and marketing and everything, if you're not representing this, if you are a seller that who's not believing in what they sell, it's not working, right? It's not working. So
Exactly.
you might be not
Exactly.
able to communicate how much of value you have. And that's why we need to collaborate. We need to be online. We need to offer value. We need to bring value to the table. Even before, how could How could I know what you're doing if you're not speaking about it? Um, One thing Mike, is profound that I learned it this year specifically. I learned to ask for help. I, you know, I have a dignity that wasn't allowing me to even think about, I might ask them. No, I don't ask my parents. So this year, it's reflecting because you see how much you grow, and how much you heal, and how much you're open to change. Like, uh, uh, maybe before, a couple of years ago, I was thinking about myself like, I don't have to change. I should not change. Um, but sometimes you need to change something and put a better uh, a better thing instead of it. Like remove this and add this before instead. So asking for help, that's not weakness, and that's not fragility. You're not fragile if you but you have to be wise where to show your real self, where to be yourself, and where to create boundaries. And that's the biggest, I believe this is the biggest lesson for this year specifically, how to put boundaries and stick to it regardless how much memories we have, because we value their relationships more than the value of the relationship itself. Like, more than the value that this relationship adds to you, you're valuing the, the memories. I think we're human beings, so our memories with friends, with lovers, with whomever, police or whatever, you keep them in your heart. But thank God that we can love people from distance, because we need to learn how much we are worthy, and how much we should be healthy, mentally well, to be able to give to the world as much as we can, as much as we wanted to, because we all heart-centered uh, entrepreneurs who want to live in a better world, who want to do better things, who want to do something good for everyone and leave a legacy. And you
You said
cannot
a
do it
lot.
if you cannot do it if you're not mentally well, stable, at least to some limit, right?
You're absolutely right. Get yourself right, right? There's a Bible quote that something says, "Don't worry about the speck in your brother's eye until you get rid of the log in your own eye." Right? And I love that because that the life changed. I had to get me right, set my boundaries, my values, realign, and safeguard them. And what I hear you saying, correct me if I'm wrong, what I heard was boundaries, but more so discernment. You got to trust your gut and investigate it. Right? Is this and it works both ways. You say, well, that thing's bad. Well, poke around a little bit, make sure you ain't wrong. Well, that thing's great. Maybe you're a little too excited, right? Calm down. And so this self-regulation, what I hear you saying, is really the key. Like focus inward and then the outward becomes a little better. Right. And real quick, because I want to make sure that everybody knows how to connect. But y'all want to see the old brand? I can't believe I'm gonna show this. Oh, sweet Jesus. So I couldn't find now this is a website, I don't X or something. I don't remember what the hell I did, but this was from October of 2 years ago, October 22. All right, Matt T. That's why Matt T's still here because he's like, I got to see this. All right, let's see if I can figure it out. All right, drum roll. Hey, that's a bad drum roll. Check that out. If you don't believe in the power of working with others, that there you go. Right track, wrong train, guys. This ain't a joke. This is for real. So then guess what? Good people in the world come along and say, "Hey, I'm gonna help this guy. Did you know about this?" No, I didn't know about this. So, see what I mean? And now, guess what I do? I say, "Holy cow!" So when somebody comes to me for marketing and they're not ready for marketing, instead of selling them marketing, social media, LinkedIn, and all this stuff, I say, "Look, you need to get this done right." I'll send them to her. And if she don't if she's not the best fit, she'll send them somewhere else that's vetted and they trust. So that's what I mean. Like, get more done. Me sending out people that you need helps you, right? Makes me look good. And then people come back and send me clients. Way easier. All right. Don't play ping pong by yourself. That's what I'm trying to say, Dadgum. All right.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
all right, like close up on this. What first of all, let the folks know where's the best way to find because Stack, we'll start with you, man. You got all kind of audios, Clubhouse, man. You got like everybody on Clubhouse knows Stack. All right. So you've got media mentors, you got a lot of things. You were big in music. So what's the easiest way for folks to connect with you? LinkedIn and where else?
LinkedIn and also Instagram. All you gotta do is type in Stackpack. I'm the first one that you'll see there. And I'm doing a lot of production, a lot of different ventures coming out every day, Mike. I got Stackpack Health. We got the gold. I feel like a pirate, like I was telling you. What else are we doing? We're doing
Oh,
audio room. Yeah, we're doing audio rooms every single day. Not every single day, but I like to like grace it out. So we'll do value, because Eman sees how I'm doing it now. I don't just do rooms every day. It'll just maybe 2 3 days, but we'll be in the community active, and then we'll pop out and do a huge room, and it's always great energy. So that's what it is, Mike. Is they can connect with me everywhere, bro. Clubhouse, Instagram, wherever, bro. I'm over here.
check check the Colonel out. While you're over here talking, he said my old brand looks like the cover of a bad calendar.
Oh my
that's
God.
Oh, it's
that's
crazy.
funny, man.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, Mike. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad, Mike. That was pretty bad.
Well,
But guess what? Look at you now, Mike. You're shining like a star, bro. You're like a superstar
yeah.
right now, bro. You're good now. But it does look like a calendar. So Jeremiah's right. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? I don't have to go into this big long goofy. I said honestly, somebody called me the other day and said, "Who do you know in branding?" And I showed her that picture, and
Oh
she
my
said, "Oh
God.
wow." I was like, "Yeah, that's." I had to say a word. I said, "Look what she did," and it wasn't just prettiness. I know I know my market. I know who to
Yeah.
talk to. I know how to speak. I can go to any audience, and I know what to say. I know what to put out to attract and repel.
You got
It's
clean,
a lot
Mike.
of
They
stuff.
cleaned you up, Mike. All they did was take a broom and they swept you off, and you know what I'm saying. They cleaned Mike.
Pretty
Put a one in the
dusty.
chat if they cleaned Mike up. They cleaned him up
Yeah.
real good. They took a dust mop. They took some good. WD-40? What they do, Mike? They
Yeah, they feather duster, everything.
Stop it.
everything. They clean Mike up. I said, damn, Mike is a
Look,
professional redneck now.
yeah, it's like Y'all ever seen Gremlins 2? Remember the gremlin that talked? That's
Yeah,
me, King Chief
yeah.
of the Rednecks. That's what me.
He's like you're
I'm
like
just cultured.
you're like level 10 of the rednecks right now. That was level 1, now you're level
Yeah,
10. Yeah, that's like a
level 10
level up.
boss right here.
Yeah, level 10 boss of the rednecks right there.
But
He's
here's the point, guys.
Oh man,
It's when you know yourself, you have a great self-esteem, and you admit your weaknesses, your strengths, and you know who to go to fix this. So and again, we're embracing and elaborating on the strengths of each other. I can do business development, and you can do the the branding. Stack can do the marketing, and you can do the financial analysis, and like CJ doing the education. And it's what teamwork
yeah,
means. And no industry works alone. Like in the business development taught me something very important, is that all industries are like that. Like it's interconnected. There are intersections in every step of the way. You need everyone. You cannot do it alone. You cannot shake a hand alone. You cannot even think about it. You cannot walk in on a broken leg or with a broken tire. That's real dangerous. And if you think that you're going to be doing this alone, think twice,
exactly.
because it takes time, and it takes assets, capital, and it takes so much energy. It's going to be daunting at the end of it, and you need people. You need
Exactly.
people. That's a fact.
yeah,
Exactly.
and we became quick friends. That's what I mean. It's like I'm good and Stack was good, but we both like, hey, you got to meet Eman, you got to meet CJ, you got to meet these folks. And those folks represent us well than sometimes we do, right, Stack? Like, and that's what I mean. It's like, wow, I really like these people. So it's a representation. Of course, I'm going to say the Hounds is great. I'm the leader of it. I'm the founder. But when you got other people of walks of life that are just legit saying it, you know, it's more real. It's like, hey, this is how people really get down. So you had a really great representative in Eamon. Um, now it's daily. Everybody's talking to everybody. We got group chats going. Um,
That's crazy. It's
but there's
crazy.
no substitute for welcome. An email won't make you feel welcome, right? A bot won't make you, a DM won't. And this is what I like about Stack. The man is all about AI, but he doesn't use it as a damn brain replacement. He uses tools, he uses social media. But when you get connected with Stack, you get Stack. And that's what I'm about. Like once you knock on the door and you say,
He
hi,
knows
Mike,
his
you get
heart.
Mike. You don't get
He's speaking
you
with
don't get
his
a
heart,
robot.
really.
Yeah. You don't get, you get like once you get in the ecosystem, you're like, oh man, I could talk to him every. That's like Eamon. That's how at first she didn't really know, and now that you're around every day, you'll be able to call me, talk to me, we'll be able to communicate every day. But yeah, I use every single tool that's in the industry, bro. That's you can't hide from the digital age right now. You know what I'm saying? You cannot run from what's going on right now. So you definitely got to embrace it. That's what I did. I embraced it within the community. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Colonel. All right. So I still call him Colonel. Right? So the Colonel, I'm gonna have to challenge you, my friend. Bring out your old brand. We're gonna have to show that next week. So,
Oh,
so we want to see. There he is. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, that's telling you too, because he said it.
Oh, that's his old. He's Star Wars. He's
No,
Star
that's
Wars.
his new brand.
Oh,
That's his
that's
new brand. I want to see his old
not.
brand.
I
I
like
know
this
it
one
can't be
because it
bad.
looks. It looks kind of like
I like
Star
that one.
Wars. Yeah, I like this one. It reminds me of Star Wars, Jeremiah. I'm telling you right now, bro. Straight.
That's why he went to the Air Force. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's big Star
Cool.
Wars fan. Yeah,
Cool. Cool.
yeah.
Cool. I like that. I like that. That's a
And
good one.
and the three pictures, like, giving you a sense of communication. I mean, like,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
yeah.
That's what it looks like. Yep. It looks cool, bro. Good job.
Yeah, I want to see the old brand. It can't be worse. That's what I love about what I do. People come in and they just go, "Oh, I don't know if I can do this, or I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm cut out for that." And I'm like, "You see who you're talking to? Like,
Right.
you can absolutely do it if you're coachable." And again, this is why our communities get along, guys. And we're about to close, but this is why it gets along. All right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it alone. right? We
Exactly.
push each other up and we fill in each other's the holes in the boat. Right? That's the whole key to this. It's hey, he's got skills, I got skills. We come together and we put them together. Somebody asked me a while back. They said, "Hey, what's your weakness?" I thought about it for a second. I said, "I don't have any." They said, "What do you mean don't have any?" I said, I got hundreds of people like CJ, like I got, 50 doctor degrees just in one CJ, right? Like I
Right,
got
right.
a lot of people. And I know this is good leadership. I'll let y'all finish up on this thought. I know what I don't know. Right. So when something comes up and I know I'm not the best man for the job,
Right. I'll
I go
call
find the
sometimes here.
person for that job or I outsource it. Or, people come to me and I'm like, wow, you need something custom. And then I'll go and get with Christine Bell or, Scott Heathman or somebody and say, hey, let's come together and make this happen. And you can't fake that. So my thing is, hey, don't do this alone. Get in where you fit in. And I love what you do. You like me, right? We have ambassadors and we have people that go out and talk because not everybody's going to relate to me, but they will relate to April Wyatt, right? They will relate to somebody like Christine, right? This is what I mean. So go out there, be a nice person, and use discernment, right? If somebody's not vibing, they're not reciprocating, you keep trying, put it on pause, man. Just take a break, go love on somebody who's ready. Maybe they'll be ready later. We'll find out. But stop swimming upstream. Learn how to surf is what I'm trying to say. What y'all want to close on? What do you think?
Nah,
What's the best advice for leaders?
I agree. If you're not at the table, you're on the menu. It's over for me after that. If you're not at the table,
Ah,
you're on the menu. What about you, Eamon? It's over after that.
Oh my God, it's about be more for the we than the me, because you got more abundance. You like look at that. It's for the sky, and you can, and don't, you are never too old to do it whatsoever. No location is limiting. No time is limiting. Don't get rid of your limiting beliefs at all, and see yourself for who you are and what you can do. And you know what? Love on yourself as much as you do for people, for other people,
Exactly.
because
exactly.
I'm taking
Exactly.
it's a wink
Love
wink,
that.
huh? Yeah, like that.
Love that.
I didn't answer CJ's question. I'll leave us on this, guys. Appreciate you. Hey, Hounds, thank you for showing up. Friends of the Hounds and people in the audience. Hey, connect with these folks. Come to the group call. Don't do it alone. All the strays out there, man, welcome home because you need the support and resources. You want to believe in other people, push them up. That's what we're about. So let's do that. But let me answer CJ's question. We'll wrap up because I loved y'all's answers, man. It was legit, real. And so here it is. I put myself first. And that is a hard concept, man, because I was kind of a natural born doormat, right? Like people pleaser. And I learned, and this is my old fireman days. Like if somebody take my air mask off, like now we're both gone, right? So you really do. This was a hard lesson, but you got to take care of you. When I'm healthy, when I'm strong, when I'm doing well, when I have a good quality of life, I can give out more. And that was very difficult. But let me put you this. Anytime you prune away old stuff, it's like new growth comes back really fast. And you can't take the old stuff with you. That's the catch. So get rid of whatever stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius, right? Whatever it is that's holding you up, creating a barrier between you and whatever you're trying to accomplish. That's it. Focus in on it. Take it down. All right. Don't bury your head in the sand. All right. And I'm not preaching. I'm telling you, hey, I just did that like not too long ago. Right? It's painful, but get in with people who will support you, who have your back. Not perfect, but people's whose intention is to all boats rise, right? And they mean it. They just don't say it. They mean that. So I appreciate you guys. Really
You know
excited
what?
about our partnerships
My
and what can come. Go ahead.
there's last thing you just uh, wanted me. I want to say it because you just touch it on it. People think that grass is greener on the other side, but you know what? Grass is greener where you water it. So where focus goes, energy flows. Like focus on whatsoever, and you will get more of it. So I just wanted to leave you guys with this thought, maybe to reflect on it and see what you want to focus on, what you want more of. Nobody wakes up and want more misery in their lives. We all need and love and wish for more happiness and success. So focus on that more, and you will get more of it.
Love that,
I
Eamon.
love
Thank
it.
you. Mike, thank you for having us, brother. We appreciate you.
Man,
Okay? Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you, bro.
my pleasure. I appreciate you. Don't leave nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We'll go backstage. All right. So everybody have a good time. Appreciate you. Tap in. Don't forget the educational presentation. Mark your calendars. October 28th, 12 p.m. Eastern New York City time, y'all. It's going to be off the hook. These guys are brilliant. You're going to love it. So we'll see you next time. Appreciate you guys and tap in. Don't do this alone. Be good. Princess wave time. Come on, Scott. Wave with me. Thank y'all for stopping by. Be sure to follow, share, and like, and send me a message if you had fun today. Y'all come back now.